Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning, and welcome to another edition of
Bonding over
Bacon.
I almost said beaches because, it's the beach edition.
It's the beach edition, yes. We're here in the Keys, and we're enjoying our time at the Fiesta Keys, exactly.
And no, this is not a fake screensaver.
I know, right?
That's the real turquoise ocean behind us.
pretty
It
awesome.
is magical.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
We were just talking about it because yesterday was Chelsea's birthday.
Yes, it was.
So we had a fantastic time, a lot of relaxation, a lot of, connecting. And one of the biggest things that we talked about was it finally came. It was her birthday, which really was the objective of this entire trip. Was one thing that she's always wanted was to be in a warm weather, be by the beach on her birthday.
As a February baby, I've had multiple snowstorms on my birthday, ice storms, you name it, but I've never been in a warm climate, never been by a beach. And I've always said, from when I was an adult, it'd be so cool to be by a beach, for my birthday. And that's been a dream of mine for many, many years. And it has come true this year.
Yeah.
It's been quite amazing.
Yeah, so it's been very memorable, that's for sure. And
now I need some new dreams for
my
my birthday.
Dream big dreams. That's what I always
Dreams
tell
are
Johnny.
getting bigger.
So, we were talking about how initially the idea was for us to be down here specifically for her birthday as an idea. But then it expanded to, hey, let's be in a new location outside of our home for an extended period of time, something that we've never done.
Let's winter someplace warm.
Let's winter someplace warm.
Which is something you think of with retirees. That's been the lifestyle that a lot of retirees have adopted when they have the flexibility of time and financial resources to pick up and go for longer periods of time. And we're like, what would it feel like to do that while blending work and life together?
Yeah, that was the biggest question that we had to really plan for, was the idea of, all right, well, we still need to cater to our clients, we still need to produce and grow ourselves and our business. How can we do that with being in a different location, wanting to explore and things of that nature? And there's so many articles and books about the art of work-life balance, and there's a fight. People are fighting to identify what that looks like and to live that kind of lifestyle. And what we've come to terms with is that lifestyle really doesn't exist or work really well.
No.
And so what we've infused is a work-life blend. A work-life blend lifestyle that allows us to achieve the daily, goals and adventures that mean something to us, while also, pursuing our dreams and obviously catering to Johnny and making sure that he too is fulfilling his duties as a young student.
Yeah, it's been an amazing journey. It's not been without its trials and tribulations or, certain things that need to be tweaked and evolved along the way, but it's become very fluid for us. I mean, work days aren't work days. Sometimes we work on the weekends. Sometimes we explore and take off during the week, or vice versa. Yeah. And we just kind of cater to what our clients need, but also what our needs are. And we can set the tone for our time and our where we'll be and where we'll be traveling to, and sort of backfill the business into that. So our clients tend to blend in, with that timeline. And it's become very successful, which is why we're here, having launched Rise. The one thing, it wasn't just planning for this trip and saying, we want to be here for my birthday and we're going to extend it. There's a lot of planning involved. And there wasn't just hey, we need to do the things we need to do to have an income. There was other desires that we had left, still in the process of doing when we left in December.
Okay, yeah.
And that was launching this business.
And launching our business, which is something that we did during this trip. It really helped us think bigger, inspire more, and pivot in different ideas that we weren't thinking back at home when we actually took that first step in building our business being in a different environment really helps stimulate those ideas and get the creative juices really working.
It's true what they say, even if you have the vision and you have the direction in which you want to go, sometimes either stepping back away from it and shifting your perspective or changing the way you see things or having some experiences and coming back to that conversation can really solidify the vision. And it just happened, and it was really exciting. Minor rework, some new logos, some new essence, but it really gelled. We keep saying, and we reflected on this past week, like it wouldn't have come together in the way it had if we hadn't been on this trip.
Yeah, so true. The logo is the first thing that comes to my mind. That we had a logo back in New York, and it made sense. It really had a lot of symbolism for the two of us. Morning rise. I like going on walks with the dog in the morning. I see the sun rising above the mountain horizon. But we made that change, as grueling as it may have been, and I have to thank Chelsea so much
third rework, but
for working on it again. Even after launch and whatnot. But after being here and really feeling a different inspiration from our efforts, the new logo really speaks to us.
It does.
So much greater. And brings more fulfillment in our life and joy, representing the kind of lifestyle that we're really aiming to live and living and practicing.
And helping guide others to achieve that their version of it, whatever that might look like for them. And it's so cool. And I think that's how the mission, along with the logo and the redesign, the mission and the vision really gelled when we started this trip, because we've met so many awesome entrepreneurs who are doing that work-life balance, or not balance, blend, and also are doing that lifestyle type entrepreneurship. And their businesses have taken on so many different forms, which has been so exciting to learn from them and to hear more about them.
Meeting some of the other entrepreneurs and business owners local to not just the resorts that we've been staying at, but just some of the local businesses that we've gotten to visit has also really made us feel good about the decision that we're making towards our personal path, and really understanding that there is a humongous world of entrepreneurs that are trying to find their way. Like they have a purpose that they've identified, and now it's a matter of what is their particular growth and angle as they build their vision of success. And that's been very inspiring to hear their stories. I feel
there may have been, or there might be like a narrow definition of what a business owner or an entrepreneur could be. And I think this trip has also opened our eyes to having that tangible conversation with people from all different walks of life, all different backgrounds, all different countries, all different types of working. People who literally travel on the road and sell their crafts and their wares, the things that they make or they bake. And then there's others who, have migrated to a certain location permanently, and they have food trucks or restaurants. It's just so interesting. And then you have your laptop warriors and so entrepreneurship really does come in all different shapes and sizes and different forms, all with different visions and goals. And we get a chance to hear from these business owners about why they even started down this path and what it meant to them to do it and how they've accomplished it. And that also inspired us to start another piece of Rise as a business model, is to interview these people, get to know them better, so it can also help kind of pass that wisdom along to you.
That also was an idea that kind of sparked from having those dialogues, having those open conversations, and it just kind of channeled into that direction, us asking them about their story, where they started, and really feeling and inspired by hearing not just their victories, but also their struggle, and understanding where they're coming from, and how they are trying to pivot. So after hearing their stories and really, meeting a variety of different folks on this trip, it's inspired us to want to share that knowledge, share their stories with everyone who decides to follow Rise, so that they can get a little hint of what the world is in the world of what the world is like in entrepreneurship.
Yeah, and hopefully it inspires you in a way that resonates best with you. Maybe our lifestyle or our choices isn't exactly what you envision for yourself or want, and that's okay, because us as coaches, we're here to coach what your vision is, but to help you understand what that vision is, solidify it, and then hear from others who have done it is our goal, is to kind of crowdsource that information, right? Learn from other people's wisdom. Applied knowledge is true empowerment, and that's what we coach our clients in all the time.
That is so true.
And we're here to coach you on that too.
Going back to something that you brought up too is the fact that in this trip we've been able to test our ability to produce while also obviously enjoying what this climate has to offer, what the different amenities have to offer, and just have to.
Because this could be a major distraction.
Oh, easy, very easy distraction. So it does take discipline in that front, and really front loading the efforts in order for us to then enjoy the rest of the day in this fashion. But I definitely have to applaud you for some of the projects that you chose to take on, with the risk of perhaps not having any Wi-Fi or internet access. But you took that risk on yourself to start 2 projects as we kick things off in this trip. Just wanted to hear you share your experience doing that for 2 clients. And how, yes, you completed the task, but that win feels so much greater because of those little obstacles that we were kind of anticipating.
Absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's when we started out planning for this trip, the timeline kind of kept moving back for all different reasons, and one of the things I wanted to accomplish before we left was launching this business officially, getting the website up and running, fully functional, and I had some clients that I wanted to wrap up, and a little bit of wisdom in that is that you can't control for everything, obviously, and that you sometimes have to go with the flow. And as we saw that winter was approaching, winter is coming, and we wanted to get on the road, I was like kind of stressing out, how am I going to do this? And of course we've done our research and we're trying to plan. And I even took on a new client the minute we hit our first location in St. Augustine, which was like, okay, we're doing this, I'll say yes and figure it out later. And it's truly the trust in myself that and us that we'll figure it out. There's nothing we won't figure out. If we don't know it, we'll find the answers and we'll make it work. And we'll make it work not just like to get by. We'll make it work so the client on the other end of the experience has a great experience and doesn't skip a beat. And honestly, I delivered a website right on time as promised, in full, fully functional, did everything, and everything went really well. And then I did another website, and then ours a couple times. We've been busy. We've been busy both in work and in fun, but it's been a lifestyle and a pace that feels achievable, attainable, and it's like, if you can do it, why not? And I'm really proud of that and our accomplishments of doing the business. And had we tried to launch everything and get everything done, would it have been rushed? Would it have come out as good? And like we had just got done saying, part of the vision of how this business and the logo and that mission of that lifestyle entrepreneurship, like it wouldn't have hit us, right? Because we were still at home. We needed to have this experience to allow that vision to solidify. So there is a lot of wisdom in just allowing it to happen and kind of going with the flow, because the answers will find you. They really will find you.
That's great.
If you can't seek it and it's not coming easy to you, it will. And the funny thing is, my biggest stressor was, we need internet. We need internet to do this business. And even when we had trouble with the internet we bought, we had an amazing neighbor who gave us the best Wi-Fi. Thank you very much for that.
Amazing.
And so that wasn't something we planned for. That wasn't even something we asked for. We had gotten to know them and had mentioned we had some struggles. They knew we worked from there, and he says, go ahead, take the guest Wi-Fi. And so here I'm stressing over something and I'm trying to plan for something so I can control for the outcome. And yet there was still a moment where I couldn't, and it still worked out.
The universe responded.
It does. It does.
Yeah. That's a great. So
it's been exciting, because now I feel empowered to to continue, you know, and it's like we've done it. We've taken our very first trip in our RV that we just bought a few months ago. We did it in a big way, not just for 2 weeks. We did it for 2 months,
Right
while
off.
working and launching the new business. And I'm like, if we could do this successfully and in an excited fashion,
Yeah.
what else can we do? You know?
True testament.
Yeah. Sky's the limit, I guess.
Sky is the limit, and it's a sunny, clear sky out there today.
That's right. And that's what we hope to inspire you with.
Yeah.
That's why we are recording ourselves having these conversations, which is why we coach our clients. And we've even come up with other ways to make our coaching services more accessible. If one-on-one isn't even, you know, something you're ready for,
Good point.
we're going to come out with courses this spring,
Yep.
ways to make it easily digestible, something to do at your pace, something to even just dip your toe into if you're not quite sure, but you want to kind of get solid on where you're going. We want to make this kind of information accessible to anyone and everyone who seeks it, and not have this barrier of finances or time
To prevent you from doing that.
to prevent. I mean, if you're committed to your goals and your dreams, you should have the access to do so and the permission to
resources,
do
right.
so, and we want to help guide you in that process.
That was great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining us for another series of Bonding Over Bacon, Beach Edition.
Beach edition.
We
Will
love-
the next one be beach edition?
I don't
Maybe.
know. Maybe.
I don't know. We'll
We'll
see.
see.
You never know what will be next. Stay tuned. So please subscribe. Actually, just a little plug here. Subscribe to our newsletter on our website. These videos are only going to exist on RISEentrepreneurcoaching.com. So if you want to catch our next episode, please make sure you subscribe. We'll be alerting you to the next episode drop, along with all the other developments, the courses, and everything else we have planned. So please find it there. Follow us on social media. We're Rise Entrepreneur Coaching on Instagram. We're going to be doing some entrepreneurial interviews coming up very soon. Lots of new posts. The Instagram just launched, so it'd be great to give that a follow and start engaging there with us. And we're really excited to get going. So
Looking forward to seeing y'all.
have a good day. We're going to go hit up the beach. Take
Yeah.
care.
Take care, y'all.
Bye.